today we're going to answer 5 burning questions that I'm often asked when it comes to social selling. And since social selling is often done on LinkedIn, this will be our focus today. Let's start with a question that I love. I want to be more active on social. What should I start with? Start with your profile. It is your online business card. You need to make sure that it is updated, interesting, dynamic. Make sure that it tells your story. I always like to link our LinkedIn profile with our online business card. Would you hand out an outdated business card to a prospect or a client? No. So why are you letting people find an outdated version of you? Make sure that you have a strong profile that is optimized and with the right keywords to attract more people. Every action that you take on LinkedIn later will link back into your profile. So make sure that your story has a solid foundation. Why should I care about social selling if I'm not in sales? This is a very good question, but the reality is that social selling is not only for the marketeer or for the seller. Everyone within the team should be doing social selling. Despite having the selling part in the name, it's much more about building your expertise, building your personal brand, and connecting with more people. I like to say that in social selling, we have 4 different pillars. First, your personal brand, which in LinkedIn is your profile and the way that you build your reputation on the platform. Your connectivity, the way you connect with people and who you connect to. Your engagement, remember, we are in a social platform. We need to be social. Are you constantly engaging with people? Do you have a strong brand? Are you connecting with industry peers? Are you sharing content on LinkedIn to promote your expertise and to connect with more people? If you are, you're doing social selling. And for me, for example, even when I wasn't working with sales, I was already doing social selling as a hobby because I understood the power that having a strong digital brand could have in my career. So yes, if you're not in sales, social selling is still the thing for you. You need to understand that it is building your online reputation. Even if you have a strong reputation offline, you need to work on having one online as well. The world's changing. The third question has to do with connectivity. Why should I connect with people that I don't know? We are all strangers at some point. If I only connect with people when I need something from them, I will lose a lot of opportunity to build trust, to build a relationship. So what we would need to do is to take the proactive approach. Search for interesting people in your industry, in your clients, and your partners. Go into their LinkedIn profiles. Try to get a bit more information about who they are. Are they sharing something interesting? Do you share a common passion? Leverage this when you're sending a connection request. Go beyond, we have 5 mutual connections. Find something that is really their passion. Make it about them and start connecting with these people. But it doesn't end there. Once you're connected, you need to nurture this relationship. If they're creating content, engage genuinely with what they're sharing. Share content as well to make sure that they see your name popping up into their newsfeed. But make sure that you're fostering a good connectivity with your audience. Find more people and go beyond the non-suspects. Find more people for you to connect. Build your network with quality, not quantity. Now let's talk about content. I see a lot of people creating content, sharing content, but then they come to me and say, my content doesn't get engagement. What can I do? Normally when I say this, there are 3 key factors. I go into their profile and it doesn't inspire me with trust. If your profile doesn't inspire trust to people, they're most likely not gonna want to engage with you. How do I know if what this person is sharing is true? I can't find a lot of information in their profile. Are they really experts in what they say they are? Not sure. So first, have a look at your profile. Does this inspire trust? Does it look like someone that you would like to engage with? Ask some clients or colleagues to have a look at your profile and give you 5 or 3 tips to improve it. The next step is look at your connectivity. Who are you connected with? Are you only connected with your colleagues and friends? Or are you connecting with people in your industry that might be interested in the content that you're sharing? If you see that you only have colleagues and past colleagues in your network, maybe they're not interested in the content that you're sharing. So you need to grow your network in a way that is strategically, understanding the needs of your audience, and then you'll be able to create content that really fosters engagement. If you have your profile ready, you have a good network, and you're still not getting engagement, maybe the type of content that you're sharing is not exactly what your audience is looking for. One of the things that I see most people doing it is sharing corporate content all along. If you're just talking about your brand and the company that you work for, with time, people start seeing you as an ad, and they're gonna start doing what they do with ads. Ignore it. So what you need to do is to really create content that is about your industry, that showcases your expertise. And if you're doing this well enough, this will reflect on your brand. So you don't need to worry about creating content that talks 100% about your brand, because your own reputation will lead people into your company. They will see that you are the go-to person that they want to go to. So make sure that you have a strong profile, that you're connected with the right people, and that you have the right kind of content to share with them. Once I get people very excited about social selling and wanting to jump in, I often get a question that, how do I find the time to fit social into my routine? I like to say that as little as 15 to 30 minutes per week can already get you the results. Of course, if you have 1 hour, you're going to get faster results. You're going to see more people connecting with you, more people wanting to engage with you, and building a relationship faster. But if you have as little as 15 minutes per week, you can already start seeing the results. What you should be doing is, first, work on your profile to make sure that you have a good first impression when people land there. Then work on your connectivity, step by step. Try to find people in your industry that you want to connect with. Try to find people within the partners and clients that you have that you want to expand your connectivity with. Go into their profiles, send them a connection request. Be the proactive one. Then start engaging with your audience. Not only people that you're currently connected to, but people that are interesting to you. Search for common topics, posts, and start adding your own thoughts into content that's already out there. Go beyond sharing great posts and thank you for sharing, and add your perspective into the conversation. Make every post that you engage with almost like a face-to-face conversation. If this post author was right in front of me and said exactly what they are saying, what would be my reply to them? And finally, start creating content. The content that you create helps you build thought leadership, helps you be seen as trusted advisor. So make sure that you create content often enough for people to see who you are and what is your expertise, but you don't need to create content every day. Once a week or once every 2 weeks, it's enough for you to build your credibility. Once you're feeling ready, move and add more time into your routine. You will see that with 3 to 6 months, you're already going to be picking up a lot of the results. The key here is consistency. Make sure that people see you in a good way. Do you have any other questions about social selling? If you do, feel free to add them in the comments. See you next week.